Hello, it's June 30th and I'm Max Brantley here to talk about news in Arkansas today for the Arkansas Times. I think most agree the big news today is not a local story but the national story about the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to reverse one circuit court and affirm another that held that Hobby Lobby, the privately owned crafts chain, could deny coverage for certain birth control pills and devices to people covered by its health insurance plan. The court took great pains to place some limits on it, only about contraceptive coverage, only privately held companies. The decision's not to be viewed as opening the door to lots of other ways to use religion, either to stop provision of services or discriminate against employees. But the reaction to this is furious on both sides, and I think it remains to be seen what's going to happen. The Obama administration says women's health care demands that contraceptive coverage be provided, and if the companies won't, the government should, and that's probably going to be the next big fight in Congress. And already Tom Cotton, a candidate for U.S. Senate, has said he thinks this is a great ruling. I hope there'll be some Democratic politicians who'll step forward and say women's health care is more important than the religious belief of a corporation. Who knew that a corporation had religious beliefs? But the U.S. Supreme Court has continued its personhood for corporations ruling in this 5-4 decision. The Arkansas legislature will begin meeting at 4 p.m. today. The big news is that I've learned that the compromise on legislation to prevent the Arkansas lottery from adding Keno-style games will be to enact a ban, but it will only be a temporary ban that will sunset in March of next year. That is, the next regular session, the legislative session, will have to have a full debate on whether the lottery is to be allowed or is not to be allowed to expand beyond the types of games it has now. For now, the status quo will prevail. The taxpayer is going to start saving some money tomorrow. Today is the last day of work for Deadwood employees in the office of Lieutenant Governor. Mark Darr resigned February the 1st, but a staff of 4 at a cost of $25,000 a month has kept, quote, working, unquote, doing nothing, in fact. Today's their last day. I'm told that several of them are going on to other public jobs, big surprise, but they won't say what it is. Why are they embarrassed about staying on the public payroll? I don't know. Kenton Buckner was sworn in today as the new Little Rock police chief. An interesting development in local politics last night was robocalling in behalf of people who oppose that gas station and convenience store at 3rd and Broadway. I can't recall the last time there'd been this concerted an effort on a single issue before the Little Rock City Board of Directors. They'll vote Tuesday night. Finally, Bobby Jindal, the governor of Louisiana, who's been described as the least popular governor in Arkansas, is coming to Arkansas to help raise money for Tom Cotton. Tom Cotton, perhaps because Jindal's so unpopular, perhaps because Cotton keeps so much of his stuff in secret, is not saying exactly when and where in Fort Smith this event's going to take place, but he's really happy to have Bobby Jindal's endorsement. If I were in Louisiana, I'm not sure I'd say the same thing, given his popularity ratings. David Vitter, the well-known patron of prostitutes in New Orleans, scores better than Bobby Jindal does down there. That's the news today in Arkansas. I'll be back tomorrow.